G'day guys, Sean here again. Welcome to vlog number 3. What I want to be talking about tonight with you is nutrition. So a lot of people want to hear about sort of the nutrition that I've changed that I've gone through in life, particularly the last 6 weeks, that I've talked about quite a lot on Instagram stories and in my posts, and that have really helped me with my mindset and my state, and obviously I'm getting better results than I ever had in my life. So firstly, I'm going to start out by saying, first to clarify, this is my journey. This is what I experience what I'm experiencing at the moment, what I've experienced in the past. So you can take it for what it is. I'm not telling you that this is the way you should be eating. I'm telling you this is what I've experienced. And if that helps you with your goals, give it a crack. Awesome. But I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. There's 1,000 different ideas out there. So this is just my experience. So firstly, I want to clarify that I have tried basically every fucking fad diet under the sun, particularly when I was heavy. I had no idea what I was doing. I used to be 143 kilos. 143 kilos, you might be able to see just above me here. Some before photos. I'm actually in the studio here at the moment at F45 Berkdale. 143 kilos. So clearly, if you get to that weight, you don't know what the hell nutrition is apart from junk food, sugar, and shit. Yeah, it tastes good. It's cool. Doesn't get you any good results, doesn't get you good health, gives you migraines, gives you headaches, gives you depression, gives you anxiety, gives you all the fun stuff that no one wants to talk about. So I'm going to talk about it. Don't eat it. Shit. Okay? So what I learned over time, guys, when I was trying to lose a bit of weight myself, I would yo-yo a lot early on because I had no idea about nutrition. I didn't understand the importance of nutrition. I didn't understand what nutrition was. I didn't understand what nutrients and vitamins and minerals did for your body. I had no idea what was going on, to be honest. I just would try these fads from, shake diets to meal replacements to all these things that apparently are going to let you drop 20 kilos in 12 days and all this sort of stuff, because I wanted to look like the people on TV. I wanted to look like people on the cover of sports magazines and fitness magazines, because that's what they were telling me to do. So it must be right. If these people are apparently doing it, it must be right. Well, newsflash, they're not doing it. I learned that the hard way myself. I would drop a bit of weight and it would be from fluid and from muscle mass. It wouldn't actually be fat loss. It'd be just basic fluid retention, which is what these ideas work on. And then I'd reward myself with really bad food and really fatty, not fatty, so I won't say fatty, shitty foods. Okay, because I'm going to get to the point where fat is not the enemy. Fat is good for you. So sugary, processed, carby, starchy, unhealthy, not very nutritious foods. Okay, they like pizzas, fast food, takeaway, you know what I'm talking about. All that sort of stuff. So I tried all that when I decided to start losing weight, and I had no idea what I was doing. Got to the point over time where I learnt that a diet was bad. The idea of a diet is bad. I would almost deprive myself of everything. So a little bit of a story here. So I got down to about 8% body fat for Carissa and I's wedding. Deprived myself of a lot of things. Trained 4 to 5 hours a day, as I've talked about. Really, really struggled. And I still remember one night a few weeks before the wedding, and I tell people this story quite a lot. Carissa had her bridesmaids over. They were having some pizzas and some wine, and they wanted some ice cream. Cool. Friday night's what you do on a Friday night with your mates. You have a social night, enjoy it, watch a movie. I went down to get them ice cream and stuff. Went down to 7-Eleven and got some ice cream, and Carissa asked me what I was getting, and I came home with nothing, and I was going to have some steamed broccoli after having steak and asparagus for dinner. They were pretty gobsmacked. But that's the mental state I was in. I didn't even realize that I could enjoy something in life and with balance and know that it wasn't going to be detrimental. But I deprived myself so much of that. Yes, I felt and looked good on my wedding day, physically, emotionally, and mentally. In terms of my weight loss, probably didn't. Obviously, emotionally, I loved it. It was my wedding day. It was one of the best days ever. But mentally, in terms of my health, wasn't in a great space. Went to America on our honeymoon for 6 weeks, and I put on nearly 15 kilos. Because I had no idea what the hell nutrition was. I didn't understand how it worked. I didn't understand how our bodies worked, etc., etc. So from that sort of point, never really understood things and kept trying things, kept learning, and started to research and understand that I've got to eat healthier and better. So I've got to eat my greens. I've got to eat based on minerals and micronutrients, as well as macronutrients, your proteins, your fats, and your carbohydrates, and good sources. And my wife's one of those people that really really tests me in a good way. So she'll challenge me with things all the time. And she used to challenge me with this stuff all the time to eat better and eat healthier. And because I'm extremely picky eater, always have been. Probably why I got out to 143 kilos. But, and I still am pretty picky, I'm going to admit, but I'm a lot more open to trying things. And so she would get on my case a little bit and I would try these things. And I found, for me, with that research that I did and my genetic background, that a high fat, moderate protein and low carb diet works really well for me, or eating plan works really well for my body type. So I would go ketogenic. Awesome. And I love keto. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. Worked really well for me. I got really good results on it. Had really good energy to start with, dropped body fat, dropped fluid, kept muscle mass, increased muscle mass with my training because I was getting enough protein. Fat was keeping me nice and full, giving me a good energy kick. It felt really good. The biggest issue I then faced with that was my shoulders started to play up a lot. Because if you don't know, I've actually had 2 full shoulder reconstructions and needed a shoulder replacement. I've got severe arthritis in my shoulder. My shoulder's shot, basically. It's rubbish. So I can't even really do certain weights, certain exercises on that shoulder. But I was getting a lot of pain. And I just put it down to, it's just that I got arthritis. It doesn't make a difference. My training, I've just got to suck it up and deal with it. If I have to take a painkiller at night to sleep, I'll take it. I'll use physio cream, I'll use other things to get through the night. Obviously, my sleeping became very erratic. Was never getting good quality sleep. And then bringing in the addition of a baby got even worse. So I started to get moody, started to get tired, started to get really stressed. That increased my stress level with running a business. So then with my stress, I turned to food. So I would sort of do keto and then go out of keto and go, I'll just have this meal and have that meal. And, I've always been a stress eater. I'm a self-confessed sugar addict. I really am addicted to sugar. And I really found that keto was working for me, except in those instances where I was really stressed. I'd crave sugar, or I'd go to coffee and have lattes and things like that, which then raise your cortisol levels and all those hormone issues associated with high caffeine and high stress nutritional intake. So I was really struggling with that. And just really, really in a lot of pain. I almost had to stop training on days, and that was getting me then down, and I was struggling, and I was like, man, I'm running an F45 studio and I can't even train because of my shoulder. This is rubbish. This isn't good enough. So I'd literally battle through the shoulder pain. I'd do my workout and I then wouldn't be able to lift my arm for the rest of the day. I'd literally sit on the couch and not be able to lift my arm. Wouldn't be able to type on the computer to do my emails, to do my work, and really, really struggled. Never correlated to me and never related to me that nutrition and the pain I was getting were linked. My wife kept hacking into me going, mate, you've got to just try something different. How about we go paleo? She's always been really big on paleo. People like Pete Evans and their knowledge and that sort of stuff and the transformations they've gone through, and other people that we follow on social media, as well as just nutrition that we follow. So I sort of was like, paleo, that's just like hippie. That's like vegan. That's like weird. That's not me. No way. I'm a meat eater. I'm a man. I do this. That was what was going through my head. And I'm sorry if I offended any vegans or paleo people or vegetarians or whatever, but I eat meat, I'm a man, ha ha ha, bang my chest. That's where I was. Mentally, exactly that's where I was. I'm going to be real. That's what I'm all about at the moment, is being real. And I always want to be real. So that's exactly where I was, and really struggled. Chris and I then went overseas to Europe about 2 months ago. We got back 6 weeks ago, so 2.5, 3 months ago we left. I don't care. When I'm on holidays, I don't care about my food. I enjoy it. I enjoy life. I'll have a drink. I'll enjoy the things I want to eat. And that's what I was doing in Europe. We got to week 2 of the 4.5 week holiday, and I was bloated. I was lethargic. I was tired. I was headachy. I was miserable. Wasn't sleeping well. Still loved the holiday and was relaxed on the holiday, but that mental anxiety started to really come back for me and really hit home. And that's when Carissa started talking paleo again. She's like, have you tried paleo? Maybe you should go off dairy. And I was like, nah, dairy. No, everyone has dairy. We always have dairy. We're told from a young age to have dairy, And grains, same thing. But grains have always been a bit of an area touchy subject for me. I don't really like grains myself. I'm not going to go into that and say you shouldn't have grains. I'll touch it a little bit in a few minutes. But right now I want to talk about dairy. So I was like, I got to that point. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give it a crack. You've told me to go off dairy for a while now. I'm going to give it a crack. What's the harm? My shoulder's been killing me. There's got to be something I can do. Obviously, I'm 31. I don't want to be having a shoulder replacement. And the doctor just won't go near it anyway because I'm too young. So I came home and we watched a movie called The Magic Pill. Obviously, there's been a bit of controversy in the media from the AMA and all that sort of crap. But watch it. Make your own decision. I'm a massive believer in it, to be honest. And when they start talking about how ketogenic diets work with paleo, I was like, oh, cool. Okay, let's have a look. Biggest thing for me was getting off dairy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch this movie. I got some good information out of it. Did some research myself after it. I'm going to get off dairy. I tried it. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not over-exaggerating. I have never felt, I have never trained, and I have never been so mentally stable off dairy and eating paleo. I can train all the time. Yeah, I still occasionally get shoulder pain because I've got arthritis. But I can train, back up and train, and back up and train. I sleep better because I'm not in pain. The reason that I've found that going off dairy would really work for me is dairy is an inflammatory. Having that constant source of dairy, which is what I was doing on keto, so I'd have a snack on cheese and that sort of stuff as well, and have my lattes, would just blow my shoulder up. So then any movement I did, anything like that, would just lock it up, it'd seize up, and it'd just go, mate, you're done. So getting off dairy was the biggest thing I ever did. Pardon me. And I never understood, to be honest, I'm going to be real, I never understood that paleo was just eating organic, good quality protein, good quality fats, and really good quality vegetables and non-starchy carbs, which is basically what I was doing anyway. Exactly what I was doing on keto, just without the dairy. So that movie and doing that research really helped me. So thank you, Pete Evans, for that. You guys are awesome. Absolutely love it. Shout out to you guys. And my wife. So just I feel amazing. Absolutely amazing. The whole mental approach to things. I don't feel congested anymore. I used to feel really congested, and that used to affect my sleep as well. So getting off dairy really helped me with that. So the biggest change I've made is going off dairy and eating real food. And if you take one thing away, I'm not telling you have to get off dairy. That's your choice, completely up to you. I'm just going to ask you this though. Why are we the only animal on the planet that eats another animal's baby milk? We don't go and eat our own mother's milk when we're adults. We don't go and drink it. So why do we drink a cow's milk? Because that's what it is. Let's face it, that's what it is. I'm not going into the whole ethical farming debate. That's a different story. I'm questioning the nutritional value of it. Same as grains. Why are we eating stuff with grains when the number one job of a grain in agriculture at the moment is to fatten up livestock for mass consumption? Again, that's a fact. I'm just going to put it there for you to question. You can write, you can comment, whatever you want. I don't care. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think we should be doing it, but that's my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So the biggest take home for me, guys, is I've gone off dairy and off grains and I feel $1 million and I feel better, I feel more active. But the biggest lesson for nutrition, eat real food. Eat real food. Eat real meats, eat real proteins, eat real fats. Having fats in the morning has really helped me as well. Having fats in the morning is not eating cereal and all this sugary, cardboardy shit that we get told to eat in the morning. If we eat protein and fat in the morning, we are full, we're energized through the day. We are breaking our fast. We need to make sure that food is really, really nutritious, nutritionally dense as well to get our bodies going. So focus on that. Eat real food. Get some fats in. I'm going to go into in depth more about the actual types of food that really helped me, but I just wanted to talk about that. Going off dairy was a massive thing for me. Obviously, I've tried all these fad diets, and eating real food is the thing that works for me. Mentally, physically, and emotionally, it's helped my life no end. And this is the best I've ever felt these last 6 weeks. No joke, no bullshit. The best I've ever felt in every single way. Yes, I get tired. Yes, I get upset still too. But I've learned great gratitude. I've learned to feel better. I've learned to put myself in this moment because I don't feel anxious. I don't feel like I'm struggling. I don't feel sore. I don't feel lethargic. I don't feel crap. I feel better. Nutrition plays a massive part. Our gut and our brain are so linked, and we're going to talk about that more in a few blogs time. And I'm going to go into that, but I'm going to leave you there. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. Comment below. I want to hear your feedback. You know, whether it's positive, negative, all about, you know, being open and with that discussion. As I said, guys, I want to clarify, this is my opinion. This is my journey, what I've gone through. Hope you have a great night. Thank you very much. Peace out.